Hey there and welcome to another tutorial on how to optimize your business workflows and how to automate them with the help of Zapier and InvoiceBerry. My name is Uwe. I'm the founder of InvoiceBerry, a simple online invoicing tool for small business owners. Today we're looking at Mailchimp and how to automatically add a subscriber to your Mailchimp account and to your newsletter after you added a client to your InvoiceBerry account. So just a little side note, this video is because of my wife and what happened to her recently. She complained to me, said she never received any emails from our daughter's ballet studio. And the reason for that was that they had our email address in their admin system and in their Excel sheets, but when they copy pasted it to their email newsletter system, they must have removed some of the characters and therefore they were sending the emails to the wrong email or to non-existing email address. So that's one of the great use cases for this. So whenever you invoice your client, you actually automatically add them to your newsletter, and that way you make sure that your clients also receive your newsletters and that they don't get frustrated like my wife got. So let's dive right into it. I've got my Mailchimp account here. There's my dashboard, and I've got my InvoiceBerry account open, and let's go to Zapier. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to create a Zap, and we search for InvoiceBerry here, and we want to connect it to Mailchimp. So in this case, InvoiceBerry is the trigger and the action will happen in Mailchimp. So now we want to say whenever we have a new client in our InvoiceBerry account, then please also add that client to our Mailchimp account. So let's have a look here, find, send campaign, add or update subscriber, and let's click on try it. So if you've seen other videos about our business automations, you've noticed that Zapier normally opens a bit different interface. This is the old interface or the more advanced interface where you can do more things. I'm not sure right now why for the Mailchimp integration it shows us this interface where you can add multiple steps, and for most of my other videos Zapier actually offers us the new, more user-friendly interface. But that's no problem at all. Let's just click here on the trigger, and we first have to connect InvoiceBerry. For that we have to click on sign in, and in InvoiceBerry's case we need an API key and an API password. So let's head over to InvoiceBerry. You have to go to settings, then main settings and integrations, and there you can copy the API key, pop it in here, go back to InvoiceBerry, copy the API password, go back here, pop it in, and click on yes, continue. Perfect. So we successfully connected our InvoiceBerry account to Zapier. Let's click on continue. And now there's a test trigger. We just click on it. And in this case, it just tries to get some sample data from our InvoiceBerry account. If you don't have any clients in your InvoiceBerry account yet, Zapier will tell you to please head over to your account and simply go to clients and create a client. In my case, we already have an existing client. This is James Smith. He has an email address, and we can just take that data and click on continue. All right, now the next step is to connect our Mailchimp account. Just click on sign in. Okay, so in this case, we need to pop in our username and password. It's already auto-filled. I just click on login. Now we have to authorize Zapier. I click on allow. Perfect. Our Mailchimp account has been successfully connected to Zapier, and let's click on continue. Now we have to set up the action. Firstly, we have to select the audience. This is required. Let's have a look here. So the audience is my test account. The subscriber email. So this would be the email address we receive from InvoiceBerry. And now everything else is not required. The only two required fields are the audience and the subscriber email. Everything else is optional. In our case, I know that we received the first name and we received the last name. So I'll definitely fill those out. You could receive the street, the city, and the phone number and other fields from InvoiceBerry. Click here on show all options. But as you can see in this sample client we received from InvoiceBerry, we actually don't have any of those fields filled out. But you can still match them. So whenever you set up a new client with a phone number, it would match the phone number and it would send the phone number from InvoiceBerry to Mailchimp. So let's just say the phone number is a field we want, and that's it. Let's just test the action and see what happens. All right, here it shows us once again the information, and let's click on test action. All right, perfect. It seems that we successfully sent that subscriber to Mailchimp. Let's have a look in our Mailchimp account and see if we added James Smith to it. In Mailchimp, I'm on my dashboard right now. So let's go to audience and all contacts. Perfect. James Smith at sample.com, first name, last name. As I mentioned, we're trying to match the phone number, but we didn't receive any phone number from InvoiceBerry, so it's just empty. The last step you have to do, just make sure to actually publish your SAP once you're happy with the result. So let's click on Publish SAP, publish and turn it on. And that's it. Now we've successfully connected InvoiceBerry with Mailchimp via Zapier. And whenever you send an invoice to a new client, whenever you set up this new client in your InvoiceBerry account, you can be sure that you actually set up that client correctly in your Mailchimp, and that client will receive your future newsletters without any issues. And you won't have that situation like my wife had, that you have angry customers because they don't receive your emails. Thanks a lot for listening. And if you've got any other questions on how to automate your business with the help of InvoiceBerry and Zapier, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Happy invoicing and bye bye.